Right, I'm not sure what the title of this video is going to be, but basically, my brother is in the market for a new phone because his iPhone 13 randomly died on him, the motherboard died and so the phone was dead, he needed a new phone, and his budget was £600. Now, obviously when you hear that, you might think iPhone 17e, that's the obvious choice, right? Well actually no, because in the UK, and probably in the US and other countries, you can find a refurbished iPhone 17 for a similar price. This like new iPhone 17e from EE was £679, which is £79 more than the brand new iPhone 17e. Spending £80 more to get a much better device seems like a no-brainer, but let's see how the condition really is of this like new device. But first, make sure to like and subscribe and press that hype button for all the latest Apple content. I really do appreciate it. Right, so I'm going to take this bag off camera because on the other side is my address. I'm not going to be doxing myself today, so let me remove that and then we'll see what's inside. Let's see if we get an actual official Apple box or if it's a replacement box from EE. Right, so I'm ripping the packaging off camera, just giving you guys a live commentary. Oh my god. Wow, okay. It's an iPhone box. Now it has been wrapped, but this is not the official wrap because Apple stopped using this kind of wrap years ago actually. As you can see, there were pull tabs. So it's been opened. That's not surprising because obviously this is supposed to be like new. But the fact I even got the official box, that's pretty nice because my brother doesn't care about boxes, so I can add this to my collection. Yeah, didn't expect that. But let's see the actual condition of the device. So I don't have scissors, so I'm gonna have to try and peel this. There you go. Let's open this. Apologies for any planes in the background if you hear any planes. Let's take this off. Okay, film off. Here we have the box. There's a sticker there for some reason, but yeah, it looks like a regular iPhone box. So yeah, without further ado, let's delve in. There we go. Shake, shake. And there it is. Okay, so we have a little pamphlet saying it's good as new. So this is a phone that will be free from cosmetic damage. Although the box may not be pristine, that's fine. The device comes with all original parts, including charger and in-box literature. So that's pretty cool. Obviously earphones, we never got, well, not never, we used to get them back in the day, but we haven't got them recently. I think the iPhone 12 and above, yeah, those don't have earphones. You will still be covered by the manufacturer guarantee, that's great, and my legal rights as a consumer are not affected. That's great. So basically this is a return that EE got and they're just reselling it as a like new device. Let's take it out. Okay, so obviously this is not how you officially package a cable, but at least we get the cable. And we got the usual pamphlets inside. The phone itself, yeah, it looks pretty good, pristine. Don't see any marks on it. The black 17 is more of a dark grey, which I'm not a huge fan of. I do prefer the true black the 16 and 15 had, but regardless, it is in pristine condition, so that's good. Let's take this film off. Silence. Ooh, that was a good peel. And looking at the screen, apart from some dust, it looks pristine. Yeah, they weren't lying about this phone being like new because it does look like a fresh new iPhone. But I am curious about battery cycle because obviously it has been used. So how many cycles are on this device? Are there any cycles? Could I be surprised and there's zero, or are there a few? We shall see. So let's power it on. I may skip through the setup because it's long and dwindling and you know how iPhone setups go, so I might skip through this and then just get to the meat, which is the battery health. Also, I want to say, after using a 17 Pro Max, it's kind of nice to have a light iPhone again. I did review the iPhone 17, but yeah, it's nice to have a 6.3-inch iPhone again in the hand. Though I do like the battery life of the Pro Max, and that's probably why I will continue using it as well. Anyway, enough waffling. I'm just gonna put all this back in the box. and set this phone up. I'll probably do this off camera. I'm just gonna quickly skip over everything because my brother will be the one setting this up properly. I'm just checking things over and seeing if everything's good. And so far, everything is good. But yeah, let's check the battery health. Not now, set up later, yeah, oh, there's so much. The iPhone, there we go. So the iPhone setup has become so long-winded, but we're finally in the device. Straight to battery. Oh my god, there we go, 0 cycles. Okay, I'm chuffed now. 679 for a phone that's not been used at all. First use was in Feb, so that was 2 months ago actually now. It was April 1st today. April Fool's Day, yay! And also actually 50 years of Apple at the time of recording. That's really impressive. 0 cycles for a refurbished device, that's great. I'm very chuffed with that. And it once again proves my point that you should just buy this phone instead of getting the iPhone 17e. Why would you spend $599 on that phone when you can get this for $80, well, £80, but I say dollars because most of you guys are based in the US. £80 or dollars more. That's insane. So it's now been a few days using the refurbished iPhone 17, and I wanted to share my full experience because I know a lot of people are still unsure about buying refurbished, especially when it comes to newer iPhones. And honestly, I get it. When you hear refurbished, you immediately think used, worn down, maybe even risky. But after living with this phone, I think that perception is completely outdated. So yeah, this phone feels completely brand new. Everything works, the battery's brand new as I showed you guys in the unboxing, and I saved £120 in the process. It just feels like a normal iPhone that I bought from Apple. And that's when I started thinking about the bigger picture. The iPhone 17 is still a relatively new phone, it's under a year old, and that's a key point because it changes the entire refurbished experience. When you buy a device that's 2 or 3 years old, you're naturally more likely to run into wear and tear, but with something this recent, the chances of getting a heavily used or degraded unit are much lower. Most of these refurbished iPhone 17s are probably returns, exchanges, or barely used devices that have just been checked, cleaned, and resold. That's why you can end up with something like this that has 0 battery cycles. You're basically benefiting from someone else's short-term use, or even just a return window. Now I bought mine through E, and I'll be honest, that played a big part in the confidence I had going for this. E is a reputable brand in the UK, so I knew I wasn't going to get scammed, but if you buy through other sellers, just make sure to check reviews. Look at what other buyers are saying, pay attention to things like return policies, warranties, and how they grade their devices. Because not all refurbished listings are equal, but if you get it right like I did here, the value is honestly hard to ignore. You're getting a phone that performs exactly like a brand new one, looks even like a brand new one, and in my case, even has a brand new battery, or are saving a decent amount of money. So if you're currently thinking about upgrading, or maybe you've been holding off because of the price, I'd seriously recommend looking into refurbished iPhone 17 options. Especially right now while the phone is still under a year old, you're in that perfect sweet spot where you can get near perfect units for less money. And I'll leave links below to the E listing I bought this iPhone 17 from. Make sure you subscribe and tap the hype button as well for the latest Apple content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.